Hi everyone, Mike Ellis here. As we get closer to the unrolling of Onpassive, I kind of want to go over what my recommendations are as I've looked at the compensation plan, seen how it's structured. Where's the best place to come in and get a position in Onpassive? And today I'm going to be going over the compensation plan a little differently than I have in the past. And it really is to show you all how to really maximize not only the now money, how much money you can make now, but how you can build a really significant residual income as we move forward in Onpassive. So I'm going to run over to the compensation chart, and depending on your budget, is going to depend a lot on where you can come in, whether it's the first matrix, the second, the third, or the fourth. The first matrix is $25. I believe that anybody can come in to Onpassive and get in at that $25 level. And believe me, that is not a bad place to start as we look at the $25 level. Because of the way Onpassive is structured and because they really do force us to be successful, even coming in at that $25 level, it's a win-win for everybody. And if we look at the different matrices that we have here, all four of them, Onpassive and Ash, his team, they are going to force you to move up in levels as your money accumulates. And, as Onpassive rolls out, Marty, Dan, and I, we're going to have a lot of people coming in at the different levels. And the first thing I want to share with you is that different people will come in at different levels. There will be a lot of people coming in at the 25, but there will also be people coming in at the 125, the 250, and the 500. And what you need to understand as you look at these different matrices is that if you move from the 25 to the 125, it is now $150 a month that has to come out of your organization to stay in both of these matrices. And it's the same all the way across. As we look at the four matrices, the first three matrices is $400. And then you add the fourth matrix, it's $900, and that's $900 a month. Really important to understand that as we go through this chart in where you might come in as as Onpassive unfolds. So if we look at the first two levels, and I'm going to recommend for really anybody looking at this opportunity, if you can afford it, to come in at the $125 level. So you're going to be paying the $25 and the $125. It's $150. And the reason I recommend that is because Ash and his team don't start driving traffic for you until you're at that $125 level. So if you can swing it as Onpassive unfolds, you most definitely want to be in the $125 level. And that's 25 plus the 125, $150 a month. Now, if we look at the levels in each matrix, you're going to see that Ash and his team have really done some cool things in my mind. As you come in, let's say you just come in at the $25 level. If you're on our team, you are going to have people coming in underneath you, and they're going to be coming in at all levels, at the 25, the 125, the 250, and the 500. And what's really unique about this system is that all the people that come in under you, you get paid for all of them. There are no levels you have to meet as far as bringing in people to qualify to get paid in any one matrix. So whoever comes in the $25 matrix, if you're at that level, you get paid for. It's the same with the 125, the 250, and the 500. And what's going to happen as people come in to our team and let's say they come under you and you're at the $25 level, you're going to have people come in at the 125, the 250, and even the 500. And what happens if you're not in these three levels, you're only in the 25, that money is going to be banked for you. So it's just going to stay in these matrices until you come over and get into these. And because of the way it's structured, eventually you are going to be forced to move up to the 125, the 250, and the 500. It's just how the system works, and believe me, you want that to happen. But if we look at the 25 and we look at, say, the third level, which is 27 people, you're going to find with what Ash and his team is doing with their marketing campaigns, putting people under us in the next few weeks, that your organization is going to grow. But even more powerful than that is you're going to see that what Dan, Marty, and I are doing, we are going to have people on our team day one that are going to have 27 people under them. It's just the way it's going to work. We can only have 3 people under us, and the rest of them go down below in our group. And regardless of whether we brought them in or the people above us brought them in, if they fall underneath you, you get paid for it. So 27 people, we are going to find people in our group the first day that have 27 people under them. Now what happens is a lot of those people, because they want the marketing, they want Ash to market for them, they're going to come on over here and do the 125. And I really think a large majority of people will come in at the 125 level. And what that does for the people on our team, if you look at the third level, you're getting paid $189 on the third level with 27 people in at 125. And if we come back over here to the $25 level, as soon as you reach a point where you're making enough money monthly to move over into the next position, the company is just going to do that automatically. So you're going to move from the 25 to the 125 because of these 27 people at your third level. You're bringing in $189, and that more than pays than this metrics and this metrics. It's $150. Now, if you run across the third level, you're going to find that same thing happens in the third level, the 250, and the $500 level. So as all of these people get promoted because they have enough money to go to the next level, it's just going to happen automatically. And because it's happening automatically with them, it's going to happen automatically with you. And if we come over at the third level and we come all the way over to the total of these 3 levels on all 4 matrix, it's $1,700. I believe this is going to happen very, very quickly for the people on our team because of what Ash is doing, because of what Marty, Dan, and I are doing with our marketing. In fact, I believe that the people on our team, as they come in, we are going to have people not only at the third level, but at the 4th level, at the 5th level, at the 6th level, initially as Onpassive rolls out. And as you can see, when you start to get into the 4th, 5th, and 6th position, the rolling total of all 4 of these matrices from the 6th level up to the 1st, and we'll go to the 6th level, is $27,000. This is what I mean when I say that Ash forces us to be successful. You can come into Onpassive at the $25 level and be completely passive, do nothing, and you can't help but succeed. Now, when you come in at the $25 level, what you get for that $25 is the Onpassive marketing system. Why is that important? It's a place where you can send people to look at the opportunity and see if it's right for them. But it's even bigger than that. Even if you come into this opportunity completely passive, and you don't want to do anything but pay the $25 and then watch and see what happens. What happens as you get the promotion to the next matrix, the 125? At this level, this is where Ash starts to drive traffic for you specifically. So you can't help but grow your team. So because you came in at the $25 level, you got the complete marketing system and got promoted up to the 125 level. Now you not only have a probably the best marketing platform in the world right now, you also have Ash and his team using their proprietary marketing system to drive traffic for you to get signups and people that come in and pay for the product. So as you move up into the $125 level, things start to happen really exponentially, because now Ash is actually marketing for you, sending people to your marketing platform to look at the opportunity, to see if it's right for them. And you're going to have a proportion of those people come in, love it, join, and pay. So it starts to build your matrices, not only for the 125, but for the 25. So as your matrix continues to grow from the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th level, these people are going to be doing the same thing you've done, whether they've come in at the 125 or the 500. They are going to be forced to be successful. And guys, this is phenomenal. Number one, I don't know of any other company that you can come in and not have to qualify for the people that go under you. You don't have to qualify. The people that go under you, you get paid for, regardless of where they come from. And then number two, to have a company that when you get to a certain level is actually going to start marketing for you to bring in people for your organization. That's why Onpassive is so absolutely astounding as far as what they're doing for us, and why, as you look at the Onpassive opportunity, even if you can only come in at the $25 level, might take a little longer, but once you get to a point where these people are getting promotions, the money just starts to roll in. So the now money can come in very, very quickly. And as I look at Onpassive right now and the GoFounders position, and we have a lot of people coming into the GoFounders position, we have them coming in every day. One of the big advantages of coming into the GoFounders position right now is that you lock in your position so that when Onpassive does roll out, and Marty, Dan and I bring in 100, 200, 700, 800, 1,000, you're going to have the advantage of all those people coming down into your organizations, a certain portion of them. And the reason that's a big deal, if you look at Marty's and mine and Dan's Facebook group, right now we've got about 800, we'll be at 900 very, very quickly. If Ash comes out with Onpassive in the next week, we'll be at about 1,000. If it takes 2 or 3 weeks before Ash comes out with the Onpassive marketing platform, we could have as many as 2,000 people coming into our Facebook group looking at Onpassive in a very, very serious way. If you are a GoFounder on our team, those 2,000 people, whatever percentage that come in and get into Onpassive, and I believe it'll be a substantial number, guys. It's just the way it works, especially when we have a program that has this high a quality of product and people involved with it. I believe a high percentage of those people are going to come in and get into Onpassive. You can see what's going to happen to our GoFounder members. 27, I believe, is going to be a piece of cake. I think we're going to have people in our GoFounders, in the GoFounders position on our team, that could be coming in and the first week could have 243, 729. And it's a possibility to be in between that 729 and 2,187. That's level 6 and 7. And if you look at the total, the running total for level 7, it's $70,000 a month. We are not playing with this. Marty and Dan and I, we see the magnitude of Onpassive and what's going to be happening in the next 6 months to a year. This is so exciting for us, and I believe once you understand the compensation plan and how it can work for you, you're going to get really excited about Onpassive and what's going to be happening for you in the next 6 months to a year. So, as we look at Onpassive as it unrolls, where should you be? My first recommendation, if you can afford it, is at the 250. And if we look at the 250, it's $400 total. I believe with what Marty, Dan, and I are doing, especially with the people that are in our GoFounders group, that this 250 is going to fill up very, very quickly, and you're going to have the money to pay the $400 for these three matrices. If you just add these at the 27 people rate, if you just add these three together, you're really there. You're done. I think it's going to be very, very easy to do. So my first recommendation for those of you coming in Onpassive, you're looking at it and you're just not quite sure where to start, my first recommendation is the 150. My second recommendation is the 125. At the 125, you're not only paying for the first matrix, but also the second matrix. And by the way, with the 400 on the 125, you're paying for all three matrices. So you get paid for all three of these. It's the same with the 125. If you pay that, you get not only the first, but the second matrix. But the 125 is that place. It's the cutoff point where you start getting the marketing from Ash and his team. It's a really, really big deal, guys. Anytime you can get someone coming in and marketing for you, specifically for your organization, it's a big deal. So if you can come in at the 125, highly, highly recommend it. Second recommendation. Obviously, you get the advertising with the 250 and the 500 too, guys. The 25, if that's all you can afford, if that's all you can come into Onpassive with, that's perfectly fine. I can appreciate that. You can see what's happening. You can see how you're going to move forward and start making money now, but also building a residual income. Believe me, the $25 level in Onpassive, it's phenomenal because it's a price point that everybody, and I mean everybody, can come in and get into. And if you're one of those individuals where the money is tight right now, coming in at the $25 level, it's my third recommendation, but that recommendation is life-changing. So Onpassive, as it rolls out, look at your finances, see where you can come in, and then get in as high as you can. Obviously, some people are going to be coming in at the $500 level. That's a total of $900. Obviously, Marty, Dan, and I are looking at that level. But if you have the money to afford to come in at that top level, and you just want to do this all out, big time, get it rocking and rolling, that's a great place to start. If you're looking at the $500 level, it's just a win-win. I think you're going to do very, very, very well. But as I said, even if you come in at the $25 level, eventually, and I don't think it's going to take that much time with what Marty, Dan, and I are doing, you will be at that $500, and you'll be there, and you won't have to take anything out of pocket, because as we look at the third level, this level will pay all your monthly fees, and from there, it's just gravy. And from there, that's where we start building the residual income. Yeah, we get paid every month, but you do the work once, you bring in the people, and then you start building that residual income. So that in a year's time, minimum, you're making $108,000 a month. Maximum, you're making over $2 million a month. Now, as we look at the GoFounders position, as I stated before, it's a good place to be. Lock your position in, and all of this is, you're just going to see what happens to your team very, very quickly with what Ash is doing and what Marty and I are doing. But as I look at the overall compensation package, as we look at all these numbers and how much Ash and his team is paying out, it's only about 36% of the total that they're bringing in. And I know there's more to this comp plan than we're seeing right now. I know Ash and his team have already figured out what to do, and I believe the GoFounders position, I believe there's going to be more to it than what we see right now. I really do believe, and this is just my own opinion, I haven't seen it yet, but I believe what Ash and his team are going to do with the additional revenue that they're bringing in, some of it is going to go right to the GoFounder position. I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee any of this. But some of it, in my opinion, is going to go to the GoFounder position. So this is just the start, guys. This is how I see it unfolding and where you can be to get in a great position to make this year just a great year. But I also think there's more to come, because there's more money there that I know Ash and his team, they've already figured a way out to pay us even more. So as we go forward, guys, this is just a quick example of where you can be as Onpassive rolls out, how I believe it's going to play out. I know based on my numbers and Marty's and Dan's numbers, I know what's going to happen with the people underneath us, especially those people in the GoFounders position. It's going to be really, really fun to watch. Not myself, Dan, and Marty, but it's going to be fun to watch the people under us and just the enthusiasm that they get as Onpassive rolls out. Now, Onpassive, I don't know if it's going to roll out in a week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It really doesn't matter. And the reason I say that is because Marty and Dan and I, we never stop marketing this. So we're continually bringing people in. And when I said if it doesn't roll out by the end of the month, that in our Facebook group we could have close to 2,000 people, I think that's a pretty accurate number. And what that does for not only the GoFounders that have come in and got a position, what it does for their team, but everybody that's coming into Onpassive, whether it's at the 25 level or the $500 level, it's just going to help everybody. So be patient. Whenever Ash tells us it's coming out, obviously we're going to get right with you and tell you when it's coming out, but be patient, because each day that we have, we increase the number of people that are coming in very excited about Onpassive and that will come in at one of those positions, the 25, the 125, the 250, or the 500. And what that does to our overall team is just good for everybody. So that's a quick insight into what I'm seeing, where I think you should be as Onpassive rolls out. Obviously, that decision is yours. And we always have to throw in a disclaimer in here, guys. We can't guarantee everything. This is what I believe is going to happen. It's what I've seen in the past happen. I think we're in really, really good shape. But we don't make any guarantees here. We just can't do that. A lot of it is based on your own efforts, and we put those in our disclaimers. But if you're a GoFounder right now, or if you're looking at Onpassive, whatever level it is, I believe you're in a really, really good position. And as Onpassive rolls out, not only am I going to prove it to you, but Marty and Dan, we're going to show you some stuff you've never seen before. It's going to be extremely fun, and I think it's going to be exciting for your bottom line. So that's it for today, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll keep throwing stuff out there as Ash gives it to us. And yeah, it's just getting better and better and better. Take care, and we'll see you on the inside. Bye.